So Seth going over and winning tonight, as I predicted, did happen. And I have no problems with that because I feel like Seth, needed the win because the way he's been treated in this whole feud, basically like a, third fiddle, fighting for scraps, at the table with Roman and Punk. And I think this will be, for Seth's character development. I think that he's gonna join up with The Rock and Cena. All these subliminal, and signs he's been showing with the whole black, turtleneck, long sleeve that The Rock wore and he wore too, and the black vest, that The Rock wore and Seth wore too as well. He's just like hinting like, I'm gonna join with The Rock one day, and then his entrance today when he had the fire gun, waving on his, entrance, stuff like that. The same thing that Rock did. He had the fire waving on his entrance, I think, back in like a couple years ago or something like that. So yeah, these are like hints that I think that will happen. Seth Rollins will align with Cena and The Rock. But, I'm not a fan of Seth Rollins aligning with Paul Heyman because I still don't think that Paul Heyman adds anything to Seth Rollins' story arc. But then also, character arc. But then also, who knows, we'll have to wait and see. But at the same time, I still don't think that he needs to be with Seth Rollins. But I will wait and see what happens, I will. But, yeah. Seth won the match, and it was a pretty banger match. I can't lie, It was pretty much a finisher fest, spamming too much finishers, but, there was some pretty exciting spots, in the match. I can't even lie. I feel like that match definitely was the best match of the night. It was, It was. But, yeah. That's what I think is going to happen, yes. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this, Seth Rollins is basically ill now.